They told us that Saddam Hussein had 1 million soldiers on the border with Saudi Arabia. And we were at a Marine air base with a few thousand Marines and a couple, 150 Seabees. So we were over there to help them establish their camp and do some very specific projects they had. When it was finished, it was designed to house 15,000. Our team had never deployed and worked together as a unit before. So, that old saying, you got, what is it? Forming, norming, storming, conforming. We never got a chance to do that before we actually deployed over to the desert. So we had to do that. We had to figure each other out really quick in a short period of time in order to be successful. I was fortunate in a sense that I wasn't in combat arms per se. I wasn't one of the guys breaching through the desert. I wasn't, I wasn't in that mission set, and I could see where somebody, was in that mission set would have perhaps a totally different perspective.
It was almost surreal when you're there. You're almost like, wow, I'm in the middle of Iraq. You can't believe it. You're just in Shafter 2 years before, or you were just in Germany a month before that. And
I was in a convoy, moving forward, providing air coverage for the 2nd Armored Cavalry. They moved quicker than anticipated, so it was a rapid movement through the desert.
It was just all dirt and sand, from all we saw. I mean, we're just out in the middle of the desert.
I wasn't scared, but obviously there's concerns, and my biggest concern were the chemical weapons.
So we'd have to put our mop suits on and our stuff. It was like scary every day, and as long as you looked at the birds, you were okay. Because if the birds started falling dead, then you knew it was legit.
So what the DOD has admitted to, and my unit was there, was that there was sarin and cyclosarin nerve agents. It's been recorded by other veterans that were there, soldiers that were there, that there was also mustard gas and other biologicals.
Our first incident with combat was on February 17th, which is a couple days ago, 25 years ago. If you heard about the Apache that shot the Bradley and the Forward Observer, it was on the news. It was on 60 Minutes, Donahue. It was friendly fire. That was our scouts and our Forward Observers, and Corporal Middleton got killed in private tally.
As the ground war started on the movement, it happened so fast. It really wasn't time to. I mean, you were just doing your job. Literally, up for that many days, it was just battling fatigue and hallucinations and things of that nature. But it just happened. It happened in 100 hours.
We were being told, our interpreter was telling us that the guys that we were catching, like as EPWs, POWs, they were surrendering because they didn't even know what was going on. They were mostly just family guys, except for the Republican Guard. These guys were just in their house, and the freaking Republican Guard came and grabbed them, gave them guns, and took them out into locations and sat them there. And just said, you need to defend this for your country. And I mean, this is what we're being told. It's just these people, they had pictures of their kids. I felt bad for them. I felt really bad. I was sad,
I think they, for the most part, felt that they were, we had all been trained in this job. For myself, 4 years. Other people, 2, maybe some 20 years. I think the general feeling is that we were called to perform our job and our duties, and therefore that's what we were doing.
I think we did a lot for the Vietnam vets, because before we came around, the Vietnam vets were not thanked or not supported or anything. And then once Desert Storm came around, the whole USA is wearing yellow ribbons and everyone's supporting it.
One of the things, whenever I see a Vietnam vet, I thank them profusely, because I think that when we came home, it was totally different than when they came home.
But as for us, if it gets downplayed, it gets downplayed. Yeah, it was short, but I mean, we lost lives, and we were away from our families. And
as a veteran and someone that's been battling with Gulf War illness for 25 plus years, there's 250,000 or plus of us that are ill. There's 75,000 plus that are deceased. There's 696,000 that served in theater. So that means over half are either ill or deceased.